friends and neighbors, and welcome to episode 24 of Ray and Benny Talk Sports. We're here at the underground recording studio at the site formerly known as Laser Illusions. Don't worry, producer Grammy got to the front door. Well, you're laughing, I'm not even finished yet. And of course, we have the man who is the master of the DDT, Benny. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm pretty happy. WrestleMania weekend. I didn't watch it. Haven't watched a WrestleMania in like 20 years, but I still celebrate it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the day when we used to not miss those ones. No missing WrestleMania, no pay-per-views, watching it all the time.
Yeah, we were pretty hardcore.
Just a little bit. But same as you, I just saw some highlights on Twitter, people posting vids. Stone Cold back in action after, 19 years, did they say? Or was that wrong? That it wasn't.
That feels about right.
Yeah, I'm sure he's done stuff in the past, like here and there, right? But
I saw highlights of that Pat McAfee match, and that actually looked pretty good.
Wasn't that with the Stone Cold stuff? He was pouring beer into his mouth afterwards or something? I can't remember.
I think he somehow joined Stone Cold because Stone Cold fought some other dude. I don't even know his name. And then I saw that Pat McAfee got stunned too, and he took it really good.
Yeah.
Props to Pat McAfee, man. I'm really starting to respect that guy.
That dude's all over the place, man. Making money.
I don't know if that match will be better than the one I have back here.
Yeah, probably not.
Savage. No. That was my favorite match, and probably my favorite WrestleMania there, WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, that was a great match. Two legends right there, and Elizabeth, who's another legend in her own right. So that was a wicked match for sure.
Rest in peace. And then Hogan Andre at the end of the night, and Jake the Snake was fighting who I can't remember, but Alice Cooper came with him. It was a crazy night.
He's the one to taught me how to do the DDT properly. You know?
Yo, that's right. I've seen you pull that off one time, and you did the finger thing, and then you planted it. That was pretty crazy.
It was fantastic.
During a children's soccer game, and you were coaching.
We were coaching, and
Wow. I guess those kids had our full attention.
Johnny wasn't aware, I got him. So.
Hey, which way, friends and neighbors, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, comment, tell us what you think. Benny, where can they find us on social media?
You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, Ray Benny Sports. And like you said, subscribe, like, follow. And we also got another interesting interview coming out sometime soon.
Yes. And we've been lucky to interview some great Winnipeg Blue Bombers, but we're going to cross the street to Maroons Road and go to Winnipeg Arena with Winnipeg Jets 1.0. Stay with us on social media. You'll find out who it is soon enough, and leave those notifications on so you get noticed when it's coming out. But let's get into it. We got some action to talk about. Of course, we got the Jets week in review in the upcoming week. What's going on in Jets Nation? Brother.
Exactly.
We're getting there. On other NHL news and happenings, we got some NFL news, a busy week down in South Florida, Miami. And we're going to talk about some ideas that we have if we were CFL commissioner. But let's start off with the big news of the week in Canada. Of course, we qualified a couple of weeks ago for the World Cup, and last week was the World Cup draw. Benny, your thoughts on that draw and being in Group F with Belgium, Croatia,
Morocco.
Thank you. It is an African nation. What are your thoughts on Group F, brother?
Not bad. I don't hate it for Canada. I mean, there obviously was better groups that they could have ended up in. A couple better ones. Group A with Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands. I'm not sure which team was pot 3 there, but that would have been better. But I think they're okay here. It'll be interesting to see what they can do. Belgium's ranked number 2, Croatia 16, and even Morocco is 24. So they're all ahead of Canada. So they'll all be tough matches. But I mean, we know Belgium. They still got superstars. They're always turn up for these tournaments, especially in the group stage. Belgium is probably one of the best in the group stage. Knockout stage, different story for them. Croatia's still got a talented roster, but a little bit older.
They are aging,
but they're still talented. So maybe they'll take advantage of that. I don't know enough about Morocco, but they had a pretty good qualifying campaign. So Canada's got to steal at least a point out of Belgium and Croatia and beat Morocco. And then, I'd hope for the best from there.
Yeah, I kind of have the same outlook on Group F. It's not the best group. Group A, man, that would have been sweet. Fun time in Group A. That home team getting that high seed ranking in the pots is an interesting rule, but I understand it. You want to keep the home crowd involved and happy, and any which way. Group F is good. I think Belgium obviously is a strong team in that division. I think with Canada's style, I think we can match up with Croatia well. With them, like you said, they're an aging team, and Morocco, that's kind of the wild card for me.
Yeah.
I've not seen much of Morocco. I don't know how they play, but they're ranked pretty good, so we'll see. What are your other thoughts on the other groups in the World Cup, brother?
Yeah, I don't know. None of them really stick out to me as any groups of death or anything like that. Spain, Germany is a tough one, but I think mainly it's a tough one for Japan.
Yes.
And it'll be New Zealand or Costa Rica, one of those teams. Really, I can't see Spain
Doesn't
or Germany
matter.
not getting out of that group, right?
Yeah.
Again, the other one, Portugal, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland. I guess Mexico, Poland fighting out, but I think it's an easy path for Argentina. So almost every one of these groups seem pretty even.
Yeah,
not even like, you got your good top two that probably get out easily or seem to get out easily, and then your bottom two that are weaker, right?
Yeah.
There wasn't too many that Group G, again, Brazil's probably got the easy path out of there. The other three teams might fight it out. So
I think Switzerland's going to come out with Brazil on that one.
Serbia might be able to do something, but
how about Group A?
God. Yeah. I think Qatar, Netherlands doesn't even have to show up for those games, and they're all of a sudden they qualify for the knockout stages. So yeah, that's a pretty easy group. England's got it pretty good with Iran, USA, and
I'm going Netherlands, Senegal, man.
Yeah,
I'm taking the African Nation Cup winner for sure. Why not?
Yeah, for sure.
Heck yeah, that's an up and air division. So I'm going to go with Senegal. Sorry, Group B. What were you saying, brother? England?
Yeah, England's got it pretty easy there with USA, Iran, and either Ukraine, Scotland, or Wales. I think England's going to win that group, no problem.
I think I'm going to take Iran on this one.
Yeah, I don't know enough about there, but I'm
not convinced with the USA after watching them play Canada, to be honest with you.
I could see Wales, if Wales is one of those teams, maybe sneaking by Iran. Mm-hmm. But yeah, USA weren't impressive in the qualifying at all.
No. Let's move on to Group C. What do you think there?
Argentina, easy first. And then I think, again, Mexico was not even very impressive in the qualifyings for me either. So I think Poland will be the second place team coming out of that group.
I'm going to go with Mexico, although I do agree with you watching them in CONCACAF. They look kind of shaky, but I'll go with Mexico now that they're kind of in the dance. Let's see if they can make it to the bigger dance. How about Group D, bro?
Group D, France for sure. And then I'm probably going to go with Denmark as the second team, unless Australia can somehow make it in there and do okay, but probably Denmark.
Yeah, I got France and Denmark as well. In Group E, you mentioned Spain and Germany. I would like to see Japan advance. It would be at the cost of Germany because I think France is going to fly through that division or that grouping.
Yeah, I think the last World Cup, Germany didn't make it out of the group stages. I can't remember if it was Japan, though. Maybe it was South Korea, actually, that ended up knocking them out, beating them in that third game. So it's possible. Germany hasn't been that great over the last couple of years. Again, they tried to go young, but it didn't work out. They dumped all their old guys, went young. It didn't work out, so they brought them back together again. Yeah. Didn't look great in the Euros, so we'll see.
Group F, I got Canada, Belgium. You already said you got Canada, Belgium, Croatia.
You know what? I'm going to go with Canada. What might as well Belgium and Canada, right?
and friends and neighbors, just to be clear, this is very early predictions. We don't have final rosters yet. Anything can happen, so don't hold us to these. We can change our mind. Yeah. At least I know I'll change my mind.
Probably.
I got no shame. I got no pride.
I'm excited to see Canada play some friendlies against some higher nations there and see how they do and how they come out, because then that'll help me form better. If they even have a chance of getting out of this group or not. Yeah, and I don't know what the final roster numbers is, but I'm sure there'll be some tough decisions for Canada come roster cut day, whenever that is. As long as Alphonso Davies is back, man, we need him for sure. For sure, we need him in that run. Alphonso Davies! Remember that, dude? That was hilarious. Group G, we got Brazil and I believe it was Switzerland for me. How about yourself? Yeah, I'll probably go the same. Brazil and Switzerland for me. Unfortunately, Switzerland made it instead of Italy out of that group, so... But I think they should finish second there for sure. Yeah, I agree with you there. And Group H, who you got? I'm gonna probably have to go with Portugal and Uruguay. Yeah, it's hard to pick anyone else. But I'm cheering for Ghana. Yeah.
Because I ain't no way Grenada or Philippines are going to make this World Cup. So every 4 years I pick a different team, and this year it's going to be Ghana. So hopefully they'll get out of Group H. But we'll see.
Yeah, they had a pretty good run. What was it, 2 or 3 World Cups ago when they made it to the semis? I think, right? They lost
those African nations. One of them was always scary.
Maybe not the semis, but yeah.
Yeah. So well, I can't wait for World Cup, bro.
Yeah, me too. It'll be a good mix in November. You got a lot going on. Well, yeah, man, it's in Qatar.
I know.
You ain't going there in the summertime and playing soccer outside.
That's too hot, man. That's why it should be all domed already and play it at the right time. But no, it's in November, December, so we'll see.
Be a lot of sports going on. We got maybe it starts after the Grey Cup or maybe around the Grey Cup.
It's November into December, right?
Yeah, so it's November 20th. So maybe it will be. You'll still got CFL going. You got NHL.
It's trying to steal the thunder of the Grey Cup. We'll probably be opening weekend.
It's going to be a lot going on.
We're going to have a lot to say here on Ray and Benny Talk Sports.
Still looking forward to it, even though Italy's out, but go Canada, go.
Yeah. Let's not think too far ahead. We still got the NHL playoffs, and the Jets might make it.
Come on now. Come on. I guess they might. They could.
Oh, brother.
But chances are they aren't.
Since last we met, they have gone, 1-2?
Yep, and barely won.
Against the Coyotes? The Coyotes? Coyotes?
This one was Buffalo.
Oh,
the Coyotes
were
the week before or earlier that week.
In overtime as well?
Yeah.
I don't know what this...
Buffalo was a shootout.
Oh.
And they, if it wasn't for Hellebuck, they would have lost that game in overtime.
Bro, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. How many times can I say I'm done with this team, bro? How many times can I say I'm done?
Every week until the season's done or they're officially eliminated.
Well, I know. I told you 3 weeks ago when people were saying, "Oh, they're not mathematically eliminated." We knew that they were eliminated.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on what's going on here? Like, when do we start talking about next season and transactions and coaches, brother? Because this is a disaster. It's a disaster.
Yeah, I think we start talking about it fairly soon. Really, what they should do in the offseason with coaches, what they should do in the draft, what they should do with some of their players, right? I mean, you watch some of these guys, and like Scheifele to me has been the most frustrating guy so far this year. I don't want to get rid of him. I still want the guy as a Jet, but the way his back checking and his defense lately, it's like he doesn't care. It's like he's almost ready to get out, and this is the best way he thinks he can get out.
Yeah.
Short-handed goals on against Toronto and the Kings, and he was the one back-checking on the guy who ends up scoring. And
normally he's not good at that, and now he's worse at that.
Yeah. The fact is, but he's around the guy this time, and it's like you just kind of give up close to the end and allow the guy to score. I mean, like what are you going to do? You're not going to win when your best players aren't able to stop the other team's best players, right? I mean, you had a lead on the Leafs 2-0 in that first period. Right away. Hey, things look good. They've scored 2 goals on 10 shots. The third stringer there for Toronto wasn't having a great game, but they couldn't get any more shots after that, right? I mean, Toronto took over the game. 3 for 6 on the power play for Toronto.
0 for 5.
And then the Jets were actually 0 for 6 against the Kings. 0 for 6 because they got one close to the end, and they gave up short-handed goals against Toronto and the Kings. And then even that against Kings, he gave up 38 shots. I know they'll say, "Oh, they weren't the greatest shots or anything," but still 38 shots, 19 in the first. You're making Helly busy, man. Especially in the first. Where's your sense of urgency?
Yeah, that's the thing with when the team doesn't have leadership and they don't have good coaching. This is what you see.
Yeah.
This is not a result of a poor roster, even though, they still have some key players out. This is not a result of that. This is a result of a rudderless ship and horrible, horrible coaching. If they stick with Lowry, brother, if they stick with Lowry, they are telling Jets fans, F you, we know you're going to show up at the arena anyways, no matter what. That is exactly what they're saying if they stick with Lowry as coach.
Well, they switched to no more contracts for season tickets, right? So you're not going to have too many people renew after another year of watching Lowry coach this team. Like, even why, Kami's had a pretty good season so far.
Unbelievable.
But why start him against Toronto? You should have had him at least against Buffalo.
Yeah.
let Hellebuck against Toronto. Otherwise, just go Helly. And I like Comrie this year. He's had some wicked games.
This is a huge game.
Yeah, it's a huge game. It's another must win against a top team.
Yeah, and in a must win, you're gonna against a top team. You got to put your number one in.
Yeah,
that's hockey 101.
All those times earlier in the season when they played Helly for weeks.
Yeah,
why didn't you put Comrie in more there? Now you're gonna start putting him in more. So it's decisions like that. I have no faith in Lowry being a decent NHL coach, and I hope he's not the one that is still behind the bench. And I hope all those coaches get cleared out. Time for a new defensive system. Time for different, anything different.
Everything different.
Yeah,
everything must change. In coaching, and also we need a new captain.
Yeah,
I don't care what hockey custom says. We need a new captain. It's obvious.
Yeah, his coming out and after that Toronto game and just saying they were tired, they were cooked. It's like, come on, man. That's not a good excuse to get blown out like that in a game where you need to win. They have 12 games left.
Yeah.
If 96 points is a cutoff, they need to win at least 10 of those 12. It looks like 96 is going to need more than 96. So they basically can lose one game in the next 12, maybe two.
Yeah.
But at least lose them in overtime. This is their easy week coming up. They got Detroit, Colorado, obviously not easy, Ottawa, and Montreal. You have to win all four of those, right? You can't lose at least against those other three teams. If you lose against Colorado, I guess. But I have no faith. It's done, man. It's done.
No, it's terrible. Yeah, we're starting to turn the page, Jets Nation, because it's time to turn the page on a gosh awful season, an embarrassment. Almost every step of the way. It's even more evident that Byfuglien was a true leader of this team now that he's gone. He should have the letter on. I don't know why he didn't have the letter on his sweater.
Yeah,
I could assume why, because of his personality.
Yeah, he probably didn't want it. He was probably good with being that silent leader guy in the dressing room or on the ice with his play or his hits, stuff like that. He knew when the Jets needed a wake up call on that ice. So no one has that now. No one has that now.
Let's move on. We haven't even talked about the upcoming week for the Jets. Any thoughts on that, bro?
Yeah, like I said, they need to go 4-0.
You mentioned this is the easiest part of the season, hopefully.
Yeah, because then after that, it's on the road against Rangers, Tampa, all that stuff. So, yeah, they need to go 4-0, and hopefully they could beat Colorado. But, my God, we just saw Toronto's power play go 3 for 6. Colorado's power play probably going to go 100%.
Yeah. Yo, bro, that I'm looking over at the closet there, and that Leafs jersey is going to come out soon.
Oh, my God.
That Leafs jersey is going to come out soon.
I think we just lost some listeners when they heard that.
Oh, maybe we gained some listeners from Leafs Nation from a winning. Oh, my goodness. What do you want me to do?
What did you say? Did you just say a winning organization?
Hey, but they are. They're winning. I'm just stating the facts right now. They're winning. We're not.
Out in the first round, though.
Probably. My teams love to do that. Probably, but still, I got to cheer for someone, bro.
They do have it pretty tough, though. They're either playing Tampa, Boston, or so it'll be a tough first round.
Yeah, it does look like a Lightning Leafs first round matchup. So right now,
and they're playing tonight. It's 2-1 Toronto. So,
are they getting on fire at the right time?
Maybe they're getting their goaltender back.
Yeah,
if Campbell can stay healthy and be that guy. You never know.
Yeah, or they might be who we think they are.
It's just the playoffs, man. Once the playoffs come up for the Leafs, it's like some guys just don't show up.
Like the whole team.
Mitch Marner doesn't score a goal. It's just it all falls apart for them once the playoffs come. So it'll be interesting to see.
I guess that's what we have to look forward to in the playoffs with the Jets not being there.
I look forward to Toronto losing in the first round for sure.
Some good entertainment there. Let's move on to this clown, Beagle, who attacked Troy Terry. What are your thoughts on this idiot? And what are your thoughts on the Coyotes announcers promoting this behavior?
It's that old hockey behavior that just needs to go away. Okay, fine. You're cross-checking Zegras, who, went for the puck. Who cares what the score is? It's 5-0, and that's what the thing. It's 5-0. Why are you guys still doing that? And for me, my kid plays goalie, so I hate when people jab him after the whistle. But the puck was still loose here in this situation. Yeah. And who cares that they're up 5-0? You still play
Do your job.
To score, man. You still go. What do you want them to just dump the puck in and then skate back to their blue line?
That's more disrespectful.
Yeah. So Beagle, you got your cross check in, right? Whatever. And then Troy Terry does what anyone does. Yeah. Comes in, just tries to grab the guy and whatever. And Beagle just freaking started wailing on him. And it's just like, man, the guy wasn't even fighting back. At some point, you got to realize the guy's not fighting back.
Exactly.
And just stop.
Yeah. Refs step in there or do something. Like, I agree. Like, hockey, they've got to make up their mind what kind of game is going on here. Like, do they still want it to be old school with grinders and fighters, or do they want to open it up? More offense, like every other league is doing in North American sports.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing was that goal. Who scored it? Zegras, another Michigan goal where he kind of, put the puck on his stick and wrapped it around and scored, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was part of this whole issue with the Coyotes going crazy, and Beagle saw a chance to hit Zegras and get him back for that goal.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, I want to see more of that.
Absolutely.
I want to see the superstars be able to play, and especially in the playoffs too. I'd rather see the superstars still go and be able to play without getting, held, checked, cross-checked, like anything, right? Yeah. Not checked necessarily. Clean hits, good. I'm all over clean hits. Let's do it. But I'd rather see these skill guys, and I'd rather see them do crazy things and go, wow.
Absolutely.
Instead of watching some guy try to knock their head off.
Yeah. Yeah, this kind of behavior is sickening. And again, those Coyotes, I won't even say who they are, what the announced team is, but to be able to promote that, like, oh, he shouldn't be doing these fancy moves. It's hockey, bro.
Yeah.
It's hockey.
Yeah, let's go. I like Zegras' comments, calling those guys out, the Coyote guys out. Most of the time, most players won't say anything like that, but Zegras was pretty fired up. And you should, if you can get a chance, look at Troy Terry's face, man. That face was beaten up and it was unnecessary.
Do they play again?
I don't know. I can't see it. They're in different divisions, so maybe they're done for the year. But
this guy suspended? Beagle?
No, nothing's gonna happen to him. Probably.
See, this league is a joke, man. What a joke this league is. That's why it's fourth out of the big four, and it will always be that. Like who goes to the arena now, or who tunes in on TV to watch a fight?
No, I mean I'd rather watch the skill, right? If a fight happens, okay, it happens. But I'd rather watch the skill, and I'd rather watch guys not, be scared to skate around and do this skill with some idiot's gonna take their head off for it.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of that, let's just move on to Taylor Hall and his fine. I believe fined $5,000 for his hit to that Toronto player's face. I can't even remember his name.
Yeah,
that clown. What are your thoughts on that? I don't think you should have been fined at all, to be honest with you.
I don't like the punch, but I also don't like the hit. The Toronto guy put on Hall. Like, no. I can see Hall's frustration there.
The refs should have been there.
Yeah. So it was a check from behind, close to the boards. Like if he fell the wrong way, all of a sudden his neck's going into that board or his head's going to the board's weird, man. So
yeah.
Luckily he was ready for it and kept it out. He probably shouldn't have gone behind the guy and punched him from the side or anything. But the guy shouldn't have cross-checked him from either. I'd rather Hall go in front of the guy, and if you're gonna fight, go ahead and fight that way. But no sucker punches to the side of the head.
And I don't even think the sucker punch was that hard. Hall was trying to turn that guy around, then the guy turtled like a biatch. What a joy. And then you have people online on Twitter saying, oh, it's the same thing as Bertuzzi. Man, shut up. Oh, no. Don't be stupid. The guy didn't land on him, trying to break his neck. The punch wasn't full swing throttle.
Yeah.
Like, it was a punch. It was definitely less than what Marchand did.
Yeah, Marchand did it to a goalie, though, man.
Just saying. 6 game, $5,000. Just saying how nonsensical these rulings are in the NHL.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense for $5,000 or whatever. Marchand will always next time he does something, it'll be a suspension again because that's what he is. But I agree with you on the Bertuzzi thing. Not even close. Bertuzzi was waiting for his moment. He was like a predator waiting for that guy to go down the ice. Hall's was just quick thinking. I don't think Hall went into that game going, I'm going to punch this guy in the side of the head.
Reactionary, very reactionary.
So, yeah.
And he didn't go to kill.
No.
He didn't go to kill. He wanted to get a shot in, and he was ready to fight him and turn him around. But that guy didn't want to fight. He went down to the ground turtle.
No, he wasn't going to fight at all. He'd rather just hit from behind. There was no one. Where was Wayne Simmons? He should have fought him.
And the refs are right there. The ref was right there. How did you miss that?
But that's the thing. He makes the call that shit doesn't happen, right?
Absolutely. And if a league comes down on a guy who did that guy get suspended for that check?
No, nothing happened to him. I never saw any comment or anything about blaming that guy for any or having any blame or saying something about his hit from behind was bad in the first place.
No,
so
sometimes I have a hard time taking the NHL seriously, bro. I do.
That's the NHL, man.
I know. Let's talk about your Philadelphia Flyers and a kind of weird what? We're talking about the Flyers and Keith Yandel. Kind of weird decision to sit the guy. What is he? 11 games away from 1,000.
Yeah.
And they sit him not even fourth line minutes. What's up with that, bro? What's up with that?
Yeah, and that kills his Iron Man streak, right?
Absolutely.
989 at that. Like the guy hasn't missed a game. Like that's crazy.
That's disrespectful, man. That's disrespectful, right there.
Oh, yeah. Used to be a Flyers fan, still kind of follow them, but I just the last few years watching that organization, man.
Whoa. Did you say used to be?
Well, I'm not as much. I still follow them. Obviously, once the Jets came back.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
It was right back on that. Of course, I still follow the Flyers, and if they won the cup, I'd be, hey, great, right on. But they're not going to win the cup for a long time. That organization has turned into, if it wasn't for Buffalo being as bad as they are in that, people would take more notice of the Flyers organization and see what kind of joke they've turned into.
And quickly.
Yeah. Over the last few years, man.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
A lot of it happened. Ed Snyder's not there anymore. Obviously passed away. So, it's like that organization's fallen off without him, but just let the guy play. I get
put him on the fourth line.
I get that. Okay, you want to have some young guys in. You're out of the playoffs. You're trying to look ahead to next year, but let him play. And you let him play a couple minutes. I mean, when they signed him, Yandel was already not as good as he was years ago.
Yeah,
he's had a fairly terrible year, but dude's 11 games away from something special, right?
Exactly.
How was Cal Ripken when he got to his record? Was he still a good player? I don't know much about baseball, so.
He was pretty decent.
Yeah.
He was pretty decent when he broke that streak.
Yeah.
But even out of respect, man, imagine if the Jets did that to Stasny. Although he's playing better. But oh my goodness.
It's like when the Bombers traded Charles Roberts when he was that close to 10,000 yards. Wasn't it?
I don't regret that trade.
Terrible.
I don't look back on that trade with regret. Sorry, brother. I know that's disrespectful, but Freddie Reed was ready to go.
But let him get his yards, man. 10,000.
Like Andrew Harris, bro.
Yeah.
He's about to get his yards and time to go.
Yeah.
The world of sports. Let's move on to the NFL. A bit of a quiet week in the NFL after all the craziness, Super Bowl leading into free agency and the QB carousel. QB carousel spinning a little slowly, brother.
Yeah, there's not much.
Baker Mayfield and Jimmy G still riding on horses.
Same thing, man. Same thing from last week. Just those two. No one wants them.
Someone wants them. They're just waiting.
Yeah.
They're just waiting, and we'll see. It'll happen.
I can see that on Baker. Yeah, all right, both of them too, but mainly Baker. Like, why would someone try to give up a draft pick for the guy? At some point they're going to have to drop him.
Yeah, they're going to have to release him, unless you just want to get ahead of any other team. And you can get a deal.
I like how Cleveland says Baker is a professional. He's still part of this team. He should know how to act like a professional or whatever it was. Something like that. It's like, so you want him to come into training camp and all that and act professional when you tried to dump his ass? Like,
it's stupid, man. I'd be like Baker. I'd be like, just trade me. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go back there.
Just cut me and that's it, right?
I'm sure he'd rather be a free agent.
Yeah, for sure. Then he can go wherever.
What a joke. Cleveland being Cleveland, friend.
Cleveland is still being Cleveland.
Being Cleveland. But how about Miami not being Miami? They had an active week. Like last week, we talked about Tyreek Hill. And what about his comments, talking about how he loved being in KC, but for enough money, he left. I don't like that comment, man.
No.
I don't like that comment. You usually say, I'm going to Miami. I like my chances of winning with a young team. They came strong last year, but he's all about that money, that guy. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if things do not go well to start. We don't know yet with Tua what they have really in Tua and how he'll do there. So if it doesn't go well, maybe he won't care because he's got the money, right?
He seems like that kind of player right now, and he already has his ring.
Yeah, he got the ring. Now you got the money, and what else do you need? There's no motivation to continue to try playing harder, so we'll see if that affects him at all.
Players have had a hard time focusing in South Beach as well.
Yeah, it's a place many go to retire.
Miami, that's true. But we'll see. We'll see. Optimism with your former offensive coordinator, depending on speed and such, they might be a good offense.
Yeah, I do like the moves they've made.
Yeah.
Bringing in also Taron Armstead from New Orleans.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Mike McDaniel saw in San Francisco, you need a good left tackle there, right? I'm pretty sure Taron plays left tackle, right?
Yes, sir.
So he had Staley, and then they moved up quickly on to Trent Williams. So that's a huge factor having that guy on your left side.
Man, that guy's a beast.
So yeah, I like it. I'm looking forward to seeing what McDaniel can do in that offense. They ended up trading Devontae Parker
and they got Monstert. And they got Monstert running the ball.
Mostert,
yeah. But sorry, New England, they traded Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker, yeah. So a third rounder for Devontae Parker. So good move for New England.
Pretty good.
Not bad for Miami as well, but Parker wasn't going to use much. You got Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and couldn't stay healthy.
Apparently, like with OBJ and Devontae Adams, Parker has the most receptions since being drafted.
Yeah, if he could just stay healthy,
good.
If he could just stay healthy, he's actually a very good receiver.
He hasn't had an elite quarterback, and he hasn't been 100% healthy. Yet he still has more receptions than some of these crazy good receivers.
Yeah.
Who knows, New England? You might have yourself one.
Yeah, if Mac Jones can toss that ball down the field.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. AFC East is looking pretty, and they got Buffalo.
Yeah, and the Jets. Oh yeah.
Sorry, Jets fans. They have both Jets nations are hurting. They're hurting, brother. Let's go to Bucks Nation, where they have a head coaching change. Bruce Arians. I don't think there was any deal with Tom Brady. I think it just happened, whatever happened. But Todd Bowles now, the head coach, with Larry Foote, former Steeler, as coordinator.
Yeah, he's half a defensive coordinator, right? They have two guys.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm interested. It was an interesting move for sure. I thought if Arians retired, I thought they would go with Leftwich, just to give him that chance. And like they always say, Tampa's always regretted letting Mike Tomlin get out of there, right? So a young guy like that. So I thought maybe they'd go with Leftwich, but they went instead with the veteran and Todd Bowles. So crazy move. I wonder if there is any truth to the Brady not liking Arians, and that was part of the deal of Brady coming back. Arians wouldn't be there anymore, but I like Todd Bowles getting a second chance there with a good team. So we'll see what he can do.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's not about that. If a guy can go through years and years of Belichick being an asshole, something tells me that he can last with Bruce Arians. And Bruce Arians has never had an he's never had that where people think he's an ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's never had that image around the league. So I'm not buying into that, bro. I'm not buying.
Yeah, maybe Brady could take it from Belichick because Belichick was there before him. And then over time, it was like, okay, you earn this right to talk this way or whatever. And Arians had a team in that Tampa team with Jameis Winston before that. Pretty much the same team, and he couldn't win with it because Jameis made a ton of mistakes. And then Brady comes in and they win the Super Bowl with it because Brady was, obviously way better. So, was Arians ever going to win it with Jimmy still Winston at quarterback? Probably not. So Brady's probably looking at it going, I'm the reason why you won. You're not the reason why I won.
Yeah. Bruce Arians had the culture there before Tom Brady came.
Yeah. Then they had some good players. They had some good D. So
yeah. I think they still would have been competitive if they had
for sure. They would have got competitive. People. I don't know about a Super Bowl though, but yeah.
No. How about Kaepernick getting some eyes seen, I guess, or eyes seen Kaepernick in Michigan on their pro day? Do you think he'll make a team?
No. We watch him, and I think he should be on a team, and he could make a team. Second string, backup, whatever. Yeah. But I don't think any team has the balls to give him a chance to actually see what he can do.
He can challenge for starter on a lot of teams.
He probably could, yes. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
The Jets. Come on now. He's better than a lot of the starters in this league.
Yeah, there's for sure. I mean, he could help a lot of teams. Definitely be a starter. I mean, it's not like he was terrible in San Francisco. He had a rough ending there. And San Francisco was just going downhill after Harbaugh left anyways. Good on Jim Harbaugh, though, for helping him out and having him come and throw at this Michigan spring day or whatever the heck it was.
Yeah.
because a lot of people always thought Harbaugh, was tired of Kaepernick at one point and, kind of wanted to replace him anyways, but doesn't seem that way. He's better than Darnold.
Absolutely, man.
He's better than Mariota.
Yes, he is.
I know some of these teams don't care. They'd probably rather lose this season. Like the Falcons know, okay, we got to start over kind of thing. But Carolina, they want to win. And you're not going to win with Darnold. So why not bring Kaepernick in? See what he can do.
It's crazy. You have a guy like Antonio Clown doing stupid stuff, beating people up, running off the field, and people continuously sign that guy. He's freezing his feet. I don't know what's up with that dude. And he's getting signed team after team. Yeah. Kaepernick says one thing against anti-black sentiment in America, and he's blackballed.
Yeah. He didn't really say anything. He just kneeled or sat down, and
from the advice of an Army Ranger.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. That's the NFL. You get blackballed, you're out for life. Unless you're Dan Snyder. Somehow you keep your team.
Unless you're any owner. Like, give me a break.
I like the NBA. They got rid of what's his name that time, the Clippers owner. I can't remember. Sterling?
Yeah, Donald Sterling, that racist clown.
Exactly. They got rid of him. He did his stupid shit. They got rid of him. NFL, though, they'll let you continue to do stupid shit, say stupid shit, but you can keep your team.
Yeah.
Good God.
Whatever, brother. Whatever. Another signing. Is this player washed up, Bobby? Bobby Wagner. Thoughts on that move to the Rams?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't like that he's still in the NFC West. But yeah, we'll see if he's washed up or not, or if he still got it. Yeah, he was still doing decent in Seattle. So we'll see what he does with the Rams. So, but you got Aaron Donald on that D line. That opens up a lot for Wagner, so Wagner could eat quite a bit.
Good. He is so good. What a freak, man. Every time they show that guy in a workout video or with his shirt off, I'm like, how is that even possible, man?
Yeah, you're supposed to be a fat 300-pound guy or whatever, right? Those are the guys I think of when I think of D-line or defensive tackle or anything, right? So
yeah, what happened to like guys like Casey Hampton or Vince Wilfork?
Yeah.
What's that guy that was on Gilbert? What's his name from Green Bay?
Oh, yes.
Gilbert Brown, remember that big 93?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But not no more, man.
No, not anymore. You got to be in shape, man. You got to work out.
Like O-linemen. I remember listening to Cam Hayward talk, and they have like centers who are like 250, 260. And back in the day, like they were like 320, 330. So
yeah, they're a solid 250 now.
Yeah, Cam Hayward's like, I love playing those guys. They're getting bull rushed all day, bro.
Yeah.
And they do. And that's why he's an all-pro.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the CFL. Not much news going on. Real quiet. But there was talk last week. You got me all riled up about this fourth down garbage. Man, I can't believe that came up. But there are things that need to be changed in the CFL, obviously. Rule game changes. Maybe some. Do you have any ideas, brother? If you were the commissioner of the CFL, what would you do? 2 changes to make the game better.
Well, the first one I would do is switch the league to 4 downs.
Man, you better get the heck out of here. Where's the end meeting button, man? Where's that end meeting button? Let's get this fool off of here. What's going on, man? Don't say that. Don't say that.
You want 5 downs? No.
Okay. Real football, 3 downs on the big ass field. Sorry, I'm gonna start swearing. Move along.
Yes. First one, you got to start marketing these players better. Yeah. Like get these stars out there, like, around the league, around Canada. Like if there's teams I can picture guys and I could know who's the stars of those teams. There's other ones I can't even, right? If you think about BC, it's like, who am I thinking about? Who's the star player there?
Lucky Whitehead, maybe.
But Mike Riley's gone, right? So now
Lucky.
You need new guys. So you got Lucky. So let's market him though, right?
Absolutely.
Let's find those guys and start marketing them. Get these new kids out there excited to see their guys and guys that will be with this team for a bit and, start buying jerseys again.
Yeah. You have like Willie Jefferson begging the league to use him as a tool to market the game. Like that guy is magic.
Yeah.
Like he can go and get a room excited about the Bombers of non-football fans.
Yeah.
So use those guys. I totally agree with you, brother. I totally agree with you.
You got to do it, man.
Absolutely. And what's your second idea for the CFL and making the game better?
And part of that is, I think the 1-year contracts are kind of hurting the league. I get it in the terms of guys want to come here, have a good year, and then go out to the NFL. But it hurts, and it goes back to being able to buy a jersey. Like my kid had an Andrew Harris jersey. At least he was here for a few years, but now he's gone, right? Right now, would I get him another player? No, probably not, because I don't know if they're going to be around next year. So you're more so getting these blank jerseys, or we're going back in the past and getting a Stiegel jersey and all that stuff, right? You're not buying a new jersey. So for me, figure out that 1-year contract. If there's an out to the NFL, great. But if not, they got to come back and you own their rights again.
Yeah, why do you think I got a Strawn jersey, bro?
Yeah, same with this one. Hey, same with this one, right? The one I'm wearing tonight.
There you go. Yeah, you just because you don't know who's gonna stay. No. It's like I would have loved to gotten a number 21 John Bolden jersey back in the day. Yeah, but he was gone after his rookie year, then gone instantly, again because he was so good. We knew he was going, so it's really hard, like you say. So unless I'm gonna get a Patty Neufeld jersey, no disrespect, Pat Neufeld, one a great offensive lineman. But, it's hard to really choose one of those stars because you never know.
And then what you're doing is you're going to buy a jersey from the past, though, right?
Yeah.
So you're buying those guys and celebrating those guys, but the new guys aren't getting anything, and it's hard to continue on in the future with that.
Yeah, they have to find a way to put it in the CBA where you don't have to fully release a player from his contract, but they can still go and do an NFL workout.
Yeah.
And maybe that is the case right now and people aren't using it properly, but get those 2-3 year contracts going.
Yeah.
But always have a caveat in there. If there's substantial interest from the NFL and you're getting workouts, give them a workout window to get all the workouts in. And if you're offered a contract, then release.
Yeah, exactly.
How hard is that? I just came up with it, bro.
Let's call up Randy.
No. Randy doesn't like good ideas, man. I don't talk to Randy. Never mind Randy. I only talk to Uncle Randy. That's who I talk to. My ideas, bro. I'm going to tell my ideas. Get like a CFL network. And don't get me wrong. It won't be the size or the scope of the NFL network, but even something online available for fans to check out. Something beyond the website, which is really garbage, to be honest with you. Just be more present online. Have highlights. Profile those players that you're talking about. What they do in the off season. Like I've been following Willie Jefferson trekking from Texas to Winnipeg. Why don't they have a camera on him doing that as he stops? In different cities and at the border.
Exactly.
See, I just thought of that again. CFL.
So many ideas out there.
Bro, so many ideas. Too many Randys. My second idea is actually for Toronto and Vancouver to put an all-out concerted effort to get 1% of their population out to games, every game.
Yeah.
We're looking at populations between 2 and 3 million. Greater Toronto area, 6 million or so, but I'm only asking for 1% of 2 million. What's that? 20,000?
Yeah, that's all you need.
All you need every game. Put an effort to get at least 1% of your population out to the stadiums.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, if Toronto and BC are healthy, this league is healthy, right? So
imagine. Oh, and then that means a bigger TV revenue.
Yeah, exactly.
And with TV, if I can add TSN, start playing the games on CTV.
Yeah, have a variety there, different commentators, different options.
Yeah, and CTV is a nationwide network that almost everyone gets. It's not a cable package like TSN. So
exactly.
Expose the league more. I don't know, man.
Yep. I hear that.
Riffing ideas here. Just riffing ideas.
Yeah. Great ideas, though. Thanks, Will they do anything?
You tell Randy for me. You tell Randy for me. Speaking of Randy, let's move on to Benny's Brickhead of the Week. So just joking, Randy. Who you got this week, brother?
Well, I got to go back. We talked about him earlier, but he's the main man this week, and that's Jay Beagle for his cowardly punching in the face of Troy Terry, man. Jay Beagle, you're my Brickhead of the Week, man, and really, no one wants to see that crap.
No one wants to see him. Just get it out.
I'd rather see Troy Terry, Zegras scoring goals. Jay Beagle, you had your time. Time to move on.
What a clown. Get that out of the game. It's so garbage. And anyways, we'll just move on to hot dog. Let's celebrate some people. Benny, you go first. Let's give out some hot dogs and eat that hot dog. Who you got, brother?
I'm going to give out two of them, and they're both going to goalies. I'm going to go from the Winnipeg Ice. Daniel Hauser, who went 11-0 in March. 4 shutouts as well in those games, and ended up as WHL goaltender of the month. So hot dog goes out to him for that. And the other one is to another goalie, Eve Gascon, who became the first woman to leave her team since the year 2000 to a win in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. So congrats to her on that.
Dang.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. One. Yeah.
I got a hot dog to give out. This is going out to my homie Auston Matthews for getting that 50th goal this year against the Winnipeg Jets. What a beauty that was, eh?
Yeah, empty netter.
Empty netter for the big 5-0.
He should have saved it for another time.
Just missed the net on purpose, eh? Just missed the net on purpose.
Score on a goalie next time for your 50th. That'd be more impressive.
Oh my goodness. I'll tell that to him when I talk to him later this week. Benny, you got anything to say to the people?
It's that Dale Howardchuk. It would have been his 59th birthday today. So just want to shout out to Dale Howardchuk and all the memories he gave us as Jets fans, and a happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday, Ducky. Greatest Jet ever?
Yeah. It's too bad he's, unfortunately, I would have loved to see him coach this Jets team at some point. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore, but that would have been pretty cool.
Wouldn't that have been amazing, brother?
Yeah, for sure. And it was probably in hopes that one day they would be able to get to that, but unfortunately, life changed things. Yeah,
reunited with Scheifele, maybe that would have brought him out of this funk.
It would have been cool.
He would have learned to back check. Oh, Ducky, rest in peace. All right, friends and neighbors, thank you for joining us this week. And in the words of Herman Edwards, you play to win the game. Be kind, be safe, help each other out. Hey, friends and neighbors, don't forget to check us out online on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Ray Benny Sports. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell us what you think.